small and medium businesses, and it is very important that their disputes are sorted out. The high courts, even though they do a tremendous job, are filled with cases, and it is just not possible that they're going to be able to deal with all disputes. So essentially what we will be talking about is alternate dispute resolution. And AI is going to play a role, but equally what we have to be very careful about is regulating AI, regulating how things are done. The other big frontier is going to be online disputes. With the online economy growing, there are going to be more B2B transactions, there are going to be more B2C transactions. Dispute resolution, again, is going to become a very important aspect. And I think finally, even in more traditional ways, as we've talked about in healthcare, in other industries, AI and technology is going to be used, but that technology needs to be regulated. And I think that's the very important aspect that the brief started with, is sometimes law falls behind. And in the larger context of rule of law, it is very important that a law does not fall behind. So I'm going to pause here.
Thanks, Vivek. I will go one more round for requesting speakers to talk about, and then I will open the floor for question. But if you have a question, I will stop and take your question even now. Okay? So feel free to raise hand. I will request my panelists to really talk about two aspects I'm putting together. One is, what are the new areas of practice areas are emerging, which is looking very exciting. It could be that there is no practice area actually, because AI will be doing most of the job. Of course, AI will not take your job, but definitely one of you who know AI to use will take others' job, for sure. Okay? So whatever panelists feel right. And second is, Vivek really talked about, Pranay really talked about how law firms are changing. My request to you will be, what in-house counsel, what's happening in companies? I know in tech companies, most of us, there is a kind of freeze on hiring legal, public policy, compliance professionals. Because all the tech companies are looking at, they are pausing a bit and seeing how to adopt technology and what kind of skill set is required for in-house counsel. So as an in-house counsel, what's your take on that? So practice area, emerging, is it cyber security where the big money is and really exciting for you, or it could be any other tech area or anything else, or AI related? Most of the app, for example, the coding is done by AI today. You see the big apps, okay? Almost 70-80% big apps, the coding is done by AI, no tech does the coding. What impact it has? Okay, so over to you. You want to start?
Yeah. Thanks, Tabrez. So he has put very clearly two thoughts. On the practice areas, what are the areas that are emerging, and as an in-house counsel, what is expected of you, and there is already a freeze, and so on and so forth. So let me cover the first portion. As a practice area, what is emerging, what is the business? Of course, he is here to say you have to adopt technology, we will take out some of the roles, yes, all those are true. But today, as an in-house counsel, if I have to hand over a dispute to one of the counsels, external counsels, what are the checklists that I am having? What is that I am looking forward to, that the external counsel should have those qualities, to whom I can trust a $100 million litigation to him? So that will give you an idea on what is the litigation or what are the areas in which the external counsel is expected to qualify, hone his skill, or upgrade, or whatever is expected. So what if I am in a banking product particular business to which I have to align, to which I have to map myself. Only then will I have a marketable value. At the end, everyone needs to be sold. Your skill set needs to be sold. So that is specifically what I am looking for in an external counsel. Now as an in-house lawyer, so there was a time, given I have got 3 decades of experience in the industry. So there was a time when I tell that I am a lawyer. I don't know what exactly the business, that is for the business members, the business team to take care. No, not today. If I am saying that today, then I am obsolete. I am out of market. I cannot tell my management that those are business calls. Those are business team needs to take care. No, I have to be involved in the business. I need to know the business. I need to be along with my CEO. I need to take decisions along with my CEO. Only then I am a business attorney. I cannot just be an attorney. As an in-house counsel, I need to be a business attorney. I need to understand the business. If I am not able to understand the business, then I am not saleable. I cannot be a general counsel. I cannot be an in-house counsel. I need to understand precisely like a CEO. I am sitting in a CEO chair. I need to take decisions as a CEO. I cannot afford to lean back on my CEO to take a decision. So as a general counsel, as an in-house counsel, I need to align with the organization business objective, organization next 5-year plan. I need to understand, I need to be sitting in a CEO chair to exactly dictate terms, drive the legal department towards the organization objective. That is where, as an in-house counsel, as a general counsel, I will succeed. I think these are a few thoughts from my end.
Okay, I'll try to make it very short. It is not very bleak. I go back to the days when I studied law. I did not have a subject called IPR, right? But I joined a law firm only to do IPR back in '95. So if I were to look into a highly regulated industry, earlier I would have gone to an ITES company to do something relating to digital technology. Today, pharma companies are having their own digital companies. So that's a disruption that is happening within the industry, across industries. Number 2, there is something called policy advocacy which has been there. Pranay is a proponent of that, public policy. So there's a big area where aspiring lawyers and in-house lawyers both are now changing their portfolio and their profession to suit the requirements of the industry as such. I'll give you one example where I was involved, where a new regulation came in. So we had to go and meet the industry head, the minister. So this is an area where public policy, in the US it is all legalized, that you can, what you call, they use a term, call you lobby with the government. In India it's not really permitted. So therefore, technology, data, digitization disrupts the existing practices in different ways. If a company is operating outside of India in multiple jurisdictions, as an in-house counsel, I would, the in-house counsel is required to know the regulations in each of those countries, right?